Good evening, good morning, and good afternoon, wherever you may be. Welcome to another episode of the Average Day Joes. I'm your host, C.
And Jay, what's up?
What's going on, everybody? Today we are doing our show at 6 p.m., which we announced on our Friday show. We're going to switch times because before we were doing it at 2 p.m., so we're doing it at 6 p.m. now so that we can capture some of you guys who are just coming off of work. We want to make sure that everybody can hear and see what we're doing, not just, the people that are at work or on a day off type thing. So that being said, I hope everybody's well. How was your weekend, Jay? Anything new coming up?
Excellent, man. Hey, man. Locked in, organized, focused. It was excellent. I can't complain. Can never
Definitely,
complain.
definitely. We got our rest from the gym, which is great. I feel
Yes,
good.
sir.
Let's do our chest day today, and we're good to go. So super excited. We can hit the gym again later
Oh,
on.
gonna be hard. Gonna be hard tonight. Hard night tonight.
I know.
Hard night tonight.
We did have a lot of sports this weekend, especially with the football games. So why don't we get into our sports segment?
Oh, you already know it, man. NFL playoffs, man. Those games, excellent. I watched both those games. It was nothing that I didn't already know. The Eagles, man, they look stout, bro. That number one defense came through. The best running back in the league came through. And their quarterback, he just had to do very minimal things, as you saw if you watched the game. He had to make right decisions, and that's it. That right there. If they play that exact same way, they will take out the Chiefs, no problem. I know the Chiefs are the back-to-back champs. They've won 2 in a row. I get it. But the Eagles, they have the recipe to beat the Chiefs, without a doubt. The Chiefs they had a tough game. They played their arch nemesis, the Bills. I think the Bills are just cursed, honestly, because I remember back in the day, the Bills went to 4 straight Super Bowls and lost all of them. This time, they've gone to 4 straight AFC championships and lost all of them. Like, I don't know. I think that team is just cursed. I love their quarterback, Josh Allen. He's a great quarterback, man, And he made, granted, there was a couple bad calls from the refs, but you never leave anything to the refs. You have to beat the champs, you have to do more to beat a champ. And they had everything that they could have done right. They had a couple mishaps, but they were in position to beat the champs. They had the ball at the end. They were only down 3, and he could have solidified a drive to mark a legacy for himself. Like, I finally did it, and they failed.
Do you? But because when I saw highlights, I didn't see the game. I was working, but the refs. One of the calls, like when they got the interception, and they didn't call that interception, and it was like clearly. Even the ball, even if it was an interception, the ball fell to the ground anyway. So I don't know.
I know.
That to me
but see, that didn't change the game. Just like the 4th down play that he got that first down. Everyone saw it.
Exactly.
That didn't change the dynamic of the game because he still had the ball at the end. He could have literally drove that team down and won the game. Literally.
True.
Like, there's no excuses here, man. I watched the game. They played a great game. You know what I mean? And granted, those things, very bad. I get it. I totally understand. Obviously, the Chiefs have the refs with them. I get it. They were at home. This is why you play for home field. Had the Bills, because they beat the Chiefs during the season, had they actually won more of their games in the season and not lost some stupid games, they would have been the 1st seed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, come on. So, had they been the 1st seed, it would have been a lot different. But they didn't earn that. So, big ups to the Chiefs, man.
So you think the refs kind of gave it to the Chiefs just because kind of like in the sense of the Chiefs they showed throughout the season so much more than,
No, they're just at home. Okay, obviously I'm a Patriots fan, right? I've watched Tom Brady, my high school, the whole 9. I watched that for 20 years. Everyone used to complain, why do the Patriots get the calls? It's just how it works sometimes, man. Yeah. You even said the same thing, but they were at home most of the time. They got those calls.
Right.
This is why you play for home field advantage. It's
True.
just how it is, man. It's just how it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there was no surprise. That was a great game, 32-29. You know, I thought for sure Allen would have been like, you know what? I got this, man. You know what I mean? Like at the very end,
Right.
the play calling was just, oh my God, dude, are you kidding? Are you joking? You know what I mean? Like, no, like, see, this is one thing I love about like the Tom Brady's, the Peyton Mannings. You walk up to the line and you just audible, please, please, audible, please, man. I know it's a different day and age, but please, just, oh my God, it just, the play calling was horrible at the end, man. Very horrible. You know, granted, that throw he made on 4th down, his tight end should have caught it without a doubt. Like, I don't even know how he got the ball to him, but the guy dropped it.
Right.
So it was a hard catch, yeah, but you should make that catch. You're in the NFL. There's no excuses. So
that's true.
Big ups to the Chiefs, man. But you already know I'm going with the Eagles.
But let me ask you though, does America want to see the Eagles and Chiefs?
Well, I mean, this happened 2 years ago. So Andy Reid used to coach the Eagles. Remember that?
Yeah.
So 2 years ago, this is the team that I thought the Eagles were going to be.
Yeah.
But they weren't. Now they have that #1 defense, and they have the best running back in the league. And their wide receivers, excellent. Like I said, they have the recipe to beat the Chiefs. If they just execute and keep Mahomes off the field, they'll win that game very easily.
Do you know where the Super Bowl is going to be held at?
I don't. You should look it up. I don't know. They always have it in the dome. Maybe New Orleans?
Yeah, New Orleans. Yeah, I just checked.
There you go. So, yeah. So, Superdome. So, yeah. So, it'll be in the dome. They try to always put, like, big games, like, in the dome. They do that on purpose.
At least they'll be, like, neutral refs at that
Well, that's
point.
what I mean. They make it fair. Exactly. So, it's like, okay, like, you know, like, to make it very, like, oh, okay, you know. But, yeah. It should be a good game. They have the recipe to win, and I believe that they will win. I do. We are not seeing a three-peat.
Is there already like a spread for this game or no? Not yet.
Not yet. It's too early. If anything that came out, I bet you it's like a point.
Oh,
the teams are very even. If it came out, it's probably like a point, but that'll change. You got 2 weeks until that game.
Yeah, exactly.
So everyone's going to be fully rested. Everyone's fully like, okay, cool. You know what I mean? So it's going to be a good one.
On both sides of the, on both teams, on both sides, is there any notable injuries that are going to maybe kind of, determine?
Well, I mean,
certain things.
Jalen Hurts was kind of banged up, but that game he ran fine. Mahomes was kind of banged up. He ran fine. So that's what I mean. 2 weeks. You get 2 weeks off to prep. They'll be fine.
Okay.
You should have both teams full strength going at each other. So
definitely.
It's going to be a good one.
It will be a good one. You're placing your money on the Jets?
Eagles.
The Eagles. I don't know why I said the Jets. The Eagles.
Yeah, I'm definitely. Like I said, being a Patriots fan, I don't want to see a three-peat. Well, not only that, like I said, I'm going with the #1 defense and the best running back. That's what you need to beat a team like the Chiefs. Why? You control the clock and you play old school football. Keep that guy Mahomes off the field. Keep him off the field.
True.
Literally, this is all they have to do. I'll tell you this right now. I know Jalen Hurts, he's an okay quarterback, But if you put Tom Brady at quarterback on that Eagles team, this wouldn't even be close. It'd be over. It wouldn't even be close. That Super Bowl would be outright the Eagles, without a doubt. Because he would know exactly what to do.
Oh, definitely.
Without a doubt. So, yeah.
So Eagles have the better defense, but Chiefs have the better offense. Is that what you would say?
Not necessarily. No. I think Patrick Mahomes is a better quarterback. I think Andy Reid is the better coach because he's got more experience. I think the Eagles, obviously, #1 defense, best running back. I actually think their receivers are better than the Chiefs, but their quarterback is not Patrick Mahomes.
Right.
That's why I said if you put Tom Brady at quarterback there, it's over. It's not even close.
Definitely.
because that team is stacked. The Eagles are stacked. Like I
Yeah.
said, this team that we see this year going to the Super Bowl is the one I thought we would have seen 2 years ago. And granted,
Right.
they played the Chiefs 2 years ago. This is when the Chiefs started their little dynasty.
No,
You know
no.
that, right? So they beat the Eagles. I believe it was 38-35.
Yeah,
And I believe this Eagles team is way better. Way better.
So that if the Chiefs did win somehow, then it will be the third in a row win.
Yeah, the only time in history that a team would have won 3 Super Bowls in a row.
Oh, wow.
In a row.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how many rings does Tom Brady have?
7?
Oh, 7. Okay. And Mahomes has how many now?
3?
He only has 3 right now.
Yeah.
So he still has a long way to go. He still has
Of course. But no, this is just about dynasty because this would be 3 in a row. Like this has never happened. Obviously, the Pats, they won 2. They went to like 4, 1, 2, lost 1. You know what I mean? They would do it again. Go to 3, win 2, lose 1. You know, so it was like that with the Patriots.
Right.
But they didn't win 3 in a row. That's never happened in the Super Bowl era.
Wow.
So
that's great.
yeah, it should be it's going to be very interesting. Like I said, Eagles just have to be prepared to play. They have the better squad on paper, literally.
Yeah.
Better squad on paper. Got to make it happen, man.
Well, you know what they say, records are meant to be broken, right? So
yes, sir. I don't want.
Talking about Tom Brady, I was reading an article the other day, and basically Tom Brady, since he's now part owner of Raiders, he's literally making almost all the decisions for the Raiders. And one of the things he did after hiring Pete Carroll to be the head coach for the Raiders. Yeah. He's now actually, him and Pete Carroll are in talks, and it's getting more and more solidified that Russell Wilson will be a free agent in 2025 this year, and it looks like they are actually going to be trying to go after Russell Wilson as a quarterback because we need a quarterback.
Well, like I said, it's hard to play for Pete Carroll. I know actual players that have played for Pete Carroll, so the fact that he knows Pete Carroll's system, be easy fit, boom, plug in, let's go.
Exactly.
But the thing is, you have to build a team.
Yeah.
They need a lot of pieces here. A lot. That team needs a lot.
I know.
It's a good start talking to Brady because he knows what he's doing. Obviously, it's cool even seeing him and Gronk in Fox, because they're analysts. So it's cool getting to see that again. You know what I mean? Like, oh, man, I'm missing the days, man. I'm missing those Patriot days, bro.
They should do a show like of NBA, how they have like Kenny and Shaq.
Oh yeah, exactly.
They should do their own show like that.
They kind of do. They kind of do, but it's like it's really short. It's because they're reporting on the sports.
Right.
But you do realize who has beaten Mahomes in the Super Bowl, right?
Brady.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Remember that. So the thing is, he could have this great career, but guess who beat him in the Super Bowl? That's right. Remember that.
Yeah. That's when once the Raiders are doing really good and somehow Kansas City and his, they're in the same division, I think, so they wouldn't be able to play against each other. But
no.
I was gonna say that would have been kind of cool because then Mahomes would be like, "Fuck, Brady's the one, who beat me." Type thing. Scared of the Raiders in that sense, but
that's what I mean, man. That's kind of the theory here. So he's beaten them in the actual Super Bowl. He's beaten them in the playoffs, and if he builds the Raiders up, he'll beat them in the division, and not as a player.
Exactly.
So I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Let's just say.
Me too. So I can't go. I'm all for that.
Yeah, I'm all for that, man. So it's all good.
It's all good. All right. Well, that is our NFL news of the day. Let us move on. I want to talk to you guys about what is happening in China. Why are stocks plummeting today? Why is crypto plummeting? Why is everything plummeting, man? So China just made a huge announcement, and basically what they did is, I'm going to pull this up for you, but they built technology like ChatGPT, but for like 10 times less price than, the millions or billions that we're throwing in America at these kind of AI. They did it at basically for 5.6 million. They were able to create their own ChatGPT version of ChatGPT, and it's called DeepSeek. So because of that, the chip maker Nvidia lost nearly 600 billion in market value. So
Damn.
yeah, it's really crazy what's going on. And basically, I was like surprised because this weekend Trump on Friday announced, and I'll get deeper into this when we do our crypto news. But Trump announced on Friday like some crypto news that should have brought everything up, which I might have for like a couple hours. But man, once this news came out of China, that they created DeepSeek, this new Chat GPT model, everything just plunged over the weekend. And I was telling you guys on the previous show that once Bitcoin drops below its support, which was at like 101, which it did to like 99, then we could see about a 30% drawback, which would bring it to like the 70s again. But that's, like I said, it has to be this kind of news for that to have happened, because there's so much buying pressure of Bitcoin that even though it did drop down, it didn't go any further. Now it's back up at like 102. So the potential is still there for it to keep dropping. Just hold on to it for now, but it's just kind of crazy. So let me get into this DeepSeek. DeepSeek, it's a 1-year-old startup, revealed a stunning capability last week. It presented a ChatGPT-like AI model called R1, which has all the familiar abilities, operating at a fraction of the cost of OpenAI's Google or Meta's popular AI models. It says that compared with, they spent 5.6 million on computing power for its base model, compared with the hundreds of millions or billions of dollars U.S. companies spend on their AI technologies. This sent shockwaves to the markets, and in particular the tech sector. On Monday, the tech-heavy NASDAQ plunged by 3.1%, and the broader S&P 500 fell 1.5%. The Dow, boosted by healthcare and consumer companies that could be hurt by AI, was up 289 points, or about 0.7% higher. Stock market losses were far deeper at the beginning of the day, so it kind of recovered a little bit at the end of the day. Mark Anderson, a supporter of President Donald Trump and one of the world's leading tech investors, called DeepSeek one of the most amazing and impressive breakthroughs I've ever seen. It was a post on X. The stunning achievement from a relatively unknown AI startup becomes even more shocking when considering that the United States for years has worked to restrict the supply of high-power AI chips to China, citing national security concerns. That means DeepSeek was able to achieve its low-cost model on underpowered AI chips. So yeah, this is just really crazy to me, because we have all this power and we really were trying to make it so that China wouldn't get the same computer power that we're getting, yet they're able to create these things at much less of not only a cost, but with much less powerful processors than what we created, our AI ChatGPT with, and the other ones that we created. So yeah, it's just kind of crazy. Jay, do you use like ChatGPT for anything at all, or no?
I used to. I don't really need it per se. Like at the second, like I used it, but I'm pretty efficient with doing my own stuff. So I tried it. It's cool. I like it. It's very, very handy and very useful. But I'm blessed enough to have the time to do a lot of things, so I don't really need it.
Right. And the other thing I was reading, because me and you were talking, I remember you told me that one of your cars, you're trying to kind of turn it into like an amphibian where you can do like water and so
for sure.
I read an article that it would cost you to do something like that for your car conversion. You said like 100,000 or something like that.
Yeah, 1 to 200, because you have to bottom everything out. You got to get the snorkel. Obviously, I have to. You have to get the propellers on the back. And my Hummer's heavy, so I have to be able to balance it right.
Right.
So it has to be calibrated right. So yeah, it's about 1 to 200.
So what I'm saying is, what's crazy is that in China, I just read, because I thought of you when I seen this, that because of their technology and the way they do things, they create amphibious vehicles for like $30,000.
No, I totally believe it. You've been to Arizona with me?
Yeah.
I've seen 1,000 trucks in Arizona flying through the whatever it's called, the rivers and the lakes.
Right.
1,000.
One of those.
That they have their trucks and they trick them out too. That's what I mean. Anyone can do it. It's just for the difference with a Hummer. It's like it's a little more pricier.
Definitely.
That's it. You know what I mean? But I believe that sold. I didn't know they actually made and sold amphibious cars in China. I didn't know that.
Yeah, they do it as well.
That's kind of cool. I didn't even know they did it.
It's just
I've
crazy.
never even seen them.
Yeah, it's just crazy because they do it. And they do everything at a fraction of the cost. You know what I mean?
Of course.
It's crazy.
Have you seen a lot of their cities? If I wouldn't butcher the name, but there's like cities like Hong, or like these cities that are they're out there, man. Like I mean, like you could be like on street level, but then you go to the back and then it drops like 20 stories. I'm like, whoa. They have tracks on top of buildings. Have you ever seen this city? They're like in the future of this city. Like I'm like, holy, they have the like Bart's, our Bart going through actual buildings.
Right. I've seen that.
No, I mean, like, I was like, what? Hold on, what?
Yeah.
Like it's a city. It reminds me of the future of this city.
Right.
Like I saw it like on social media, and I was like, wow, dude. Like even I would love to go there and see this. Like I'm not usually like that, you know that. But I was like, damn, man, I would love to check this place out. It looks amazing. I'm like, holy wow.
It's funny because they don't really talk about that in America. How more like technologically advanced some of these cities in China are than like what we have here.
That's what I'm saying.
I definitely seen some like TikTok clips of them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Super like highly technology.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's insane. You know what I mean? Like, like I hate to bring this up, but like like the fires we had in Maui, the fires we had in LA. That's going to be the start. Those places we're supposed to have smart cities, right?
Right.
So So needless to say, that like I see it like, oh, okay, I see why certain things happen.
So do you think they're going to build out of those fires? They're going to rebuild and make like cities like that, like in China?
No, we're going to have smart cities.
Smart cities. And what is exactly a smart city?
Smart cities, like where everything is, like accessible, like that you, like they scan you, like where you pay for things in the carts, like what I mean. Smart city, a smart city where everything.
So it's
everything's
more like
tech.
So it's kind of like a highly surveillance city.
Yeah, not even just surveillance, but everything's tech. Like you know what I mean. Like wherever you go, it's like it's more safe and tech.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. Like you won't need to use much because. As long as you have your face and like if your phone or whatever you bring with you, it's all you'll need.
Did you see that clip? There's like a clip and it shows this like artificial intelligence camera that's like at a Starbucks, right? And you got these people working.
Yeah.
And not only does it show like the camera, not only does it show the names of the workers, but it even shows how many cups they're serving per hour. Like it shows all the data. Yeah. It's just crazy to me, man.
That's AI.
Yeah, it's AI. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's what everything is turning to that. Like the fact that they even have baristas and all that. We live San Francisco, right?
Yeah.
You already know that Uber drivers, all that, that's phased out. Give it 1 year, 2 year max. That's phased out.
Right.
Everything will be AI. You know this. I know this. I can see it.
I know.
Everything's going to be pure AI here. True. And it starts here first.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. We've been seeing it, like wait till you see the like places like the fast food restaurants where they're all fully AI.
I know.
You'll see. You know what I mean? You'll need what, one person? Hey, to like make sure everything's going right. That's it.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure if you've been to SFO recently. There's a coffee machine where it's like a robot arm that serves your coffee for you. They'll make the coffee and serve it to you.
Really?
Yeah.
At SFO?
Yep.
Like what part of SFO? Just like
I forgot which terminal it was. I used to fly a lot a couple of years ago, but
oh, that's funny. So there's an app.
It's already kind of starting, I mean, you literally
I know.
You need people anymore. That's
what I'm telling you.
If you're driving I know you don't drive on 101, but if you're driving ever 101 through like South City area, there's a billboard and it says stop hiring people, like hire AI now. Or like there's like, dude, and this is like blunt in your face. I'm like, damn, like you can't be any more direct, you know what I mean, of what is yet to happen, because these companies are starting to make billboards like don't even hire people no more. Like, come on.
Because AI can run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and no human error.
I know.
That's why. It's more efficient.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's just what I'm going with. You know, I ain't mad at AI. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
If you know how to utilize it and you got grind and hustle behind you, you're fine. You know, that's what
Yeah,
I believe.
and this is exactly what Steven Spielberg even predicted with that Future movie, where basically they're inside like a game, and they make all their money like through this game and stuff, and they have to figure out, you know what I mean? Like, have you seen that movie? What I'm talking
Which
about?
one?
I
Running
think,
Man?
no. This was like a new. It's not new, but it's like kind of a newer movie. It's not like.
Oh, you're
I'll,
not talking about an old movie.
no, it's a newer movie. I'll pull it up real quick. If I
What's the
can.
name?
Ready Player One. Ready Player One.
Oh no, I never saw it. I've
Yeah.
seen the I know that they it's been on like, you know, random channels, but I don't know, I didn't really watch it.
Already, you
I
should.
didn't know that's what it was about. I
Yeah.
had no idea.
It's like him basically predicting the future, and it's like AI takes over pretty much everything. So the only thing left for humans is to, like, we're into gaming. Humans are usually like, you know what I mean?
Okay.
All of
So
games.
okay.
So basically, they created this whole like universe, and you have this
Uh-huh.
whole like virtual suit on, and you're able to go into this universe, play all these different games and stuff. But you actually
Uh-huh.
make money off of these games, and
Okay.
this like big company tried to take it over, like the whole universe, and they had to like find these keys so that they can get the sole permission to the game itself, and then they can create what they want out of it. It's a really good game. It's a really good movie. Like, you should definitely check
Wow.
it out.
Yeah, I've seen the name, but I was like, it didn't sound like anything I would want to watch. So I was like, whatever.
Yeah,
You know?
they
So
should have put a better name, but the actual movie is really good. I've probably seen it like 3 times already. Like, it's that good. You know?
cool. I'll check it out. Yeah, because like I said, it's usually on sometimes.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
like, yeah, I'll definitely check that out.
It's a good one. It's a good one. Steven Spielberg. You can't go wrong.
Of course. Spielberg's always has good movies, man.
Yeah, exactly.
He used to have some of my favorite movies.
All the way back to the ET days. Yeah,
Of course, man. Shout out E.T., man. I love that movie, man. I
oh, yeah,
really did, man.
me too. Especially because we were like young at the time,
I
so it really
know.
touched us because it had kind of similar characters, and
And
stuff.
I'm cool. I'm cool with someone from that movie, you know. So shout out Erica Laniak, you know.
There you go.
She was in that movie, and yeah, that sparked her career. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I love that movie. That's a good one. That's throwback. Super throwback.
Since we're on a little bit later at nighttime now, I think we can do
Yeah.
a little bit of maybe PG-13 to /R. Do you want to do a shout out to the porn star you're cool with?
Which one?
Oh damn, you got the most famous one.
We're not bringing any of that up right now, but but I know a good amount. Let's just say, but yeah, you're funny, bro. But you're right. It is a different time. This is the nighttime grind.
This is adult time with C&J, Average Day Joe show.
Oh, I love it, man. But yeah, shout out to the community, everyone I know, man. You know, everyone crosses your life purpose, you know, for however long, and you know, it's a blessing. That's what I believe.
Definitely, yeah. Shout out to everybody we come across with, good or
Exactly.
bad. We definitely all learn our lessons from everything and everybody, and
Exactly.
we got to keep moving, got to keep living. So that's all
You're
it
a
is.
blessing or a lesson. So
Yeah.
that's the way I see it.
Exactly.
That's definitely the way I see it in life, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna stay focused and do what I have to do to get to my goals, no matter what.
I feel it, man. I feel it.
For sure.
All right. Well, let's move on to some political news. What did Trump announce today, Jay?
Trump announced a lot of things, man. He was going in, man. You know what I mean? At first, he announced Pete Hegseth to build an Iron Dome system for the U.S. That was the first thing he had announced.
That's kind of like the Israeli one where the missiles are being blocked?
For the missile. Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So that's the first thing he had announced. The second thing he did, he's going to remove the transgender ideology from the U.S. military. You know, so we don't have there's no discrepancies. You know what I mean?
How do you feel about that?
I don't think it's a bad thing, honestly. Like, I really don't. You know what I mean? I have nothing against the transgender community, but you know, he's just trying to, male, female. That's it.
And you know what? Like,
that's all.
For other things, like everyday life, right? If you're a transgender in everyday life, That's
Yeah.
fine. That's you. You can do whatever you want.
Exactly.
But even my opinion on this is in the military is very strict. You have to have
Yes.
you know, if you're going into the military, you need to abide by military rules, and military
Yes.
rules are strict, and and that's done on purpose because
Yeah.
if you know, I mean, if you're worried about your gender and you have to question your gender in the military, then you probably shouldn't be in the military in the first place because you know, I mean, you're not worried about your squad, or like if they get under fire and you need to save somebody, you're less likely to probably do that as opposed to somebody who is very, they know who they are and they know what they need to do. You know what I mean? Like, I mean,
Yes.
that's kind of,
I agree. I agree.
yeah.
So
I mean,
like I said, I have nothing against transgenders, but I get what you mean. Totally
yeah,
get it.
you know, like in everyday life, you know, it's a free society, and I'm glad that everybody can do what they want because that's what America stands for and what we're
Yeah.
about. At the end of the day, the military is the military, and we need warriors. We need people who
Yeah.
keep their head on exactly the way it should be to be able to protect the U.S. country and the citizens of the U.S. and be able to, you know what I mean, do the tasks that some
Yeah.
others would not be willing to do. You know,
Well, like you said, it's the military, man. So you already got to be serious.
exactly,
You
exactly,
know, you're defending our country.
right,
You know,
right.
so we
Yeah.
need the best of the best.
And I don't know if you heard, but I heard actually over the weekend, or maybe I actually heard this today. They were saying there was a transgender swimmer who like won gold medal, and I think Trump just stripped them of
Yeah,
that gold.
because he won like, or sorry, you know, yeah, he was competing against other females and he won many.
Exactly.
And
That's
I
not fair.
like, you know what I mean? Like think about this. Put him with the guys. Oh, he's gonna lose.
Exactly.
You
Exactly.
get it? So like, yeah, just this is why I don't mind that stuff. Why? Because yes, let women compete against women. Men
Exactly.
compete against men. That's
Yep.
it. I
Oh,
don't see why that's hard to understand, but it's okay.
exactly. And you know, for all the women in the Average Day Joe's community who are going to watch us or are watching us, we will definitely love your opinion on all this. Should women and men not compete with each other when it comes to like Olympic stuff and stuff where you know you win gold medals and you're basically like you're doing it for your country type thing? Like, should men and women be able to compete together? Because not like men per se, but like you know transgender men, should they be able to compete with women and have the same rights, or should they not? That I want to hear, you know, the audience, if they have any opinion, please put that in the comments if you
Of
agree or
course.
disagree, and just let us know. Okay, that's two. What are the other two that he signed?
He's removing critical race theory from the military as well.
Which is what?
Critical race theory. Like,
Me-
you know, critical race theory.
So if like people that are racist, like they're removing people that are racist, or I don't know what critical race theory is. I'm a little bit under the rock.
Um, how do I define it in a I'm sure you could find a different term
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
how you can define it. You know what I mean by that? I'm sure you can define like I get
Oh,
very yeah.
so is this critical race theory is an academic concept that is more than it's a
It's
racial
part
concept that racism. Let me see what it says. Okay, so it's a critical race theory, a way of understanding how American racism has shaped public policy or the divisive discourse that pits people of color against white people. Liberals and conservatives are in sharp disagreement.
it's just
So basically they're saying that they're not going to be that everybody's equal. That's basically
yes, he's removing critical race theory because like you said about the military, everything should be like you said equal.
yeah. I understand.
So there's no confusion here. That's why it goes along with the transgender ideology. There's no confusion.
Right.
You know,
Right.
you're all under the same. You're fighting for the same. Like you said, equal.
Exactly.
That's it.
Exactly.
That's the only reason. Yeah.
I mean, just look at Forrest Gump, man. Bubba and Gump became best friends. But and that was at times when it was like segregation and everything, and they became best friends because Trump can look past color, man. He was, you know what I mean?
Of
He
course.
was, he was the man.
You brought up Bubba Gump. That's great.
Uh,
That's a good one, man. That's a good one.
cool. And is there one more, or was that the last one?
Yes, the number. This is a really good one as well. He's reinstating all the military that was fired because they refused to get the COVID vaccine. So he's going to reinstate them and back pay, give them back pay as well.
Nice.
So that's cool. Yeah, they should. They definitely should, because that era of the past few years was kind of weird. So
Right.
that's good. I'm glad he's doing that because
There's probably like high-ranking officials that, you know what I mean, quit the military
yeah,
because of it too. That we need people like that, you know.
of course, they stood on their principles,
Yeah.
and they were like, no, okay, cool. This is what you have to do. That's what you have to do.
Right.
So yeah, man,
That's,
I
that's
respect
good.
it.
Definitely. All right. Well, let's move on to some celebrity news with Selena Gomez. So Selena Gomez, she did a post because she was so upset about ICE deporting people under Trump's administration that she did a post on it, and in the post, she literally started bawling and just kind of went on a little rant. But then right after that happened, she right away deleted it, and it's kind of crazy because it's not like it really affected her in any way. It's not like any of her family or anybody got deported. It's just her crying, and it's an outrage. And you know, of course, the celebrities are the ones that get the most attention from this because I'm sure there's other people and other Karens that are doing the same thing. But because she's a celebrity, they're going to, you know, blast her and show the kind of inconvenience that Trump's, you know, policy is causing. So I'm just gonna let the words speak for themselves on this one. So I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show, you know, the community, Average Day Joe's community here, like what she did or said. I already got it all ready for you guys. So let me enlarge the screen for you guys and just just listen for yourselves. Just a quick little post that she did. But check this out. If I can pull
Only people are getting attacked. The children.
the children.
I don't understand. I'm so sorry. I wish I could do something, but I can't. I don't know what to do.
Doesn't know what.
She don't know what to do, man. She don't know what to do.
Did she see your Dora post? Damn.
Huh?
Did she see your Dora post? Is that what it was?
Maybe. I mean, maybe. Who knows? Who knows?
Just messing with you, man.
But yeah, you know what I mean? Like, this is exactly what the super like liberals be doing. You know what I mean? They don't know how to control their emotions. Like, you guys had Biden for 4 years, and he had basically an open border policy. And what happened? We had a whole bunch of children missing that just got relocated finally after like Trump's like first week in office. He just located a whole bunch of children. I forgot. Do you remember the exact number? Did you hear about that?
No.
Well, he located
I
a
probably
whole
heard about it, but I don't know the exact number.
Yeah, I got you. He located a whole bunch of children that were separated from the families.
Yeah.
It's like what he's doing is not bad, but like right now, even when you look at what's happening in the news, they're going after the criminals. They're not even going after like your abuelita and, you know, all this and that. They're going after the criminals. So calm down, liberals, like super liberals. I know all the liberals that are out there. I know you're not bad. Some of you have common sense, and you guys are like, yes, this might be a good thing. And even if you don't think it's a good thing, that's fine. You guys have, you know, your free opinion. That's what America's great about. But man, to be ranting and crying about something that is literally out of your control at this point, like, come on, guys. We're better than that. As a society, we're better than that. This is America. We're built for this stuff, man. You know, and we all have freedom of speech. So God bless Selena Gomez. I hope she finds her path.
She will. I'm sure she will.
All right. So we are doing this live stream when we're having a whole bunch of NBA games going on. So why don't you give us a little quick update? What is going on right now in the NBA since we're doing this?
There's a lot of games on right now, man. A lot of games. Celtics, Rockets in a battle right now. About a 1 point. Yeah, 1 point game right now. Yeah, they have pretty even records. So the coach of the Rockets was fired by the Celtics.
Oh, really?
So yes. So when they won their championship, before they won their championship, they fired him.
Oh, wow.
He's a good coach. He's a great coach. They only fired him because he was doing fraternizing amongst, the upper. You know what I mean by that?
Right, right.
Can't be doing that stuff. But yeah, so that's a really close game right now. You got the Kings and Nets. That should be an easy Kings one. Magic and Heat. Heat don't have Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler's suspended once again, so I don't think Jimmy Butler will be playing again in a Heat uniform until he's traded because he doesn't care.
Yeah, it's said indefinitely he's suspended now.
Because he doesn't care. He's not going on flights. He's like, bro, trade me. Just leave me alone and trade me. He really doesn't care. So until they find a suitor, he will not play in a Heat uniform again.
Yeah.
You got Grizzlies Knicks. The Knicks are just molly-whopping the Grizzlies, that's actually surprising. Grizzlies are a pretty good team, so I don't know if John Moran is playing, but yeah, they're molly-whopping the Grizzlies right now. So shout out the Knicks. I'm not a big Knicks fan, but they're playing good ball.
Start 133 to 101 on that game.
That's what I mean. That's good ball. Raptors Pelicans, battle of mediocre teams.
Yeah.
Bulls Nuggets. That I would have thought that the Nuggets would be a lot more ahead of that one, but the Bulls are playing good ball. So props to them. T-Wolves Hawks. Anthony Edwards looking good with the Wolves, so they're playing good ball. Him against Trae Young right now. So
yeah.
Mavericks Wizards. That's no surprise. The Wizards have won 4 games all year, so Mavericks up by 30. That's not even a.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's not even close. The Lake Show. No, Luka's not playing. I don't believe. Not yet.
They're winning by
and anyway, you wouldn't put him in a game against the Wizards.
No, that's true.
You want him to rest. Like, that's actually a game you would rest him. You know?
Exactly.
So the Lake Show beat the Hornets by it was pretty close. Yeah, but it's pretty close. Pretty close. I don't know about this. I don't know why it was so close. The Hornets are a little better than the Wizards, so that's not saying a lot.
Yeah, I mean, we beat them by 5 points.
Exactly, 5 points. Come on, man. You see how the Mavericks are with the Wizards? They're up by 30. That's how it should be. That's literally how it should be. The Cavs beat the Pistons, so Cavaliers get back on a win streak here. And then Bucks and Jazz, they just started, so I expect Dame and Giannis to get that W. And then Clippers Suns, that should be a good matchup.
Yeah.
They just started as well. Literally just started.
All right.
So,
okay.
yeah, I have to. Rockets Celtics. That's like I said, the C's need to stay on point here. So
any of these games where maybe the other team is winning, but you think that they're not going to win, that the other team's going to win? Any of these games?
The Nuggets.
You think Nuggets will take it at the end of it all?
I do. They're a really good team, unless Jokic ain't playing, and I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll take that one. Also, the maybe the Hawks, T-Wolves, if Trae Young could get going. Yeah,
that's true.
So,
you don't think the Rockets have a chance against Celtics since it's so close?
The fact that the C's are home, they really don't like the Rockets coach since they fired him. They're going to take it personal, and I think they just have an all-around better team.
Yeah.
The guy who they fired, he's built that Rockets team like a young Celtics team. I could tell by the personnel. The personnel he's put around, you could tell.
Damn.
So yeah, he's a good coach. Like I said, I got nothing against him, but yeah, I'm gonna have to go with the C's on that one, man.
You guys are now. If you win, you're going to be basically 3 games behind us. If you guys win, you'll be 2 games behind Cavaliers, right? Or
3 games, I believe. 3 games behind the Cavs. That's what I mean. The Cavs went on a little losing streak, so that helped.
Yeah, exactly.
And the C's were winning. That's what I mean. This is an important game, so I believe they'll stay locked in. They'll be fine.
That Bucks and Pacers are both at 25 wins, so whoever that can be a flip today if Bucks win, I guess, right?
Yeah, but the Pacers are not playing today, are they?
No, I don't think so. What I'm saying, because right now they're both, at the same
Yeah,
position.
yeah. So, like I said, the Bucks started slow, man, but they're playing good ball lately. So,
And then the Heat and the Hawks are also tied at 22 wins each.
yeah, but they're both, like I said, if that's what I mean. Depending on how Ant is playing with the Wolves, the Heat aren't coming back to win that game. They're, like I said, I'll take the Magic that game, and yeah, the Hawks and Wolves. Like if they could come back, you'll see it, But we'll see, we'll see because the Timberwolves like to always give up leads. That's what they do.
So both Timberwolves and Mavericks are both at 24 wins right now. So that'll be interesting to see what happens there.
Okay, well the Mavericks are going to win that game. That's not even not close.
So they'll probably surpass them. Maybe they'll surpass the Wolves.
The West is just a lot of competition, man. A lot of competition. So you're going to see a lot of a lot of trades, a lot of this, a lot of that to try to get their teams propelled. All the teams.
This is kind of surprising, but who's number 2 right now on the in the Western Conference?
It would be OKC. Then it would be I'd have to look at a chart. Grizzlies maybe.
Yeah, number 1 is OKC.
Yeah.
Number 2 is the Rockets.
There you go. There you go. That's why they're in a battle with the Celtics.
Right.
There you go.
That's crazy.
So I thought they were number 3. I thought the Grizzlies were number 2.
Well, so this is the thing that it says number 2 Rockets, but they have 30 wins as Grizzlies have 31 wins. But then,
oh, there you go.
But Rockets only have 14 losses as opposed to 15 on Grizzlies. So it's probably actually honestly tied. Like I would say,
yeah. Okay, so that's just tie. So yeah, that's fine. So yeah, so that's what I mean. So he's got that Rockets team playing good, man.
Yeah, because that's the same thing with Lakers and Clippers. Lakers are 25 wins, Clippers are 26 wins, but then Lakers losses are 18 opposed to 19.
So both LA teams are close. Okay.
Battling each other, to get that spot.
All right. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that's a lot of NBA going on right now, man, but yeah, the C's gotta lock in and get that W.
Exactly.
It's gonna be a tough one, man. It's gonna go back and forth.
Definitely.
But they're at home. They should be fine.
Yep. No, for sure. Shout out to Lakers on my end. Shout out to Celtics on Jay's end. We both both our teams. So if you guys like any of those teams, give us a shout out. We would love to hear your opinion on what's going to happen in the NBA future. That being said, let's move on to some East Coast news. Did y'all in Maine feel an earthquake? Because there was one. And let me share this news with you guys. Because East Coast
Maine?
I get earthquakes. Yeah, it was Maine earthquake. It was felt all the way in Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and this was Monday morning. The rumbling was felt shortly after 10:20 a.m. from central Maine all the way down to Rhode Island. The epicenter was roughly 7 miles southeast of York Harbor, Maine. So yeah, it was a small earthquake. It wasn't anything big. Let me see, what was it? It was a 3.8. 3.8. So the strongest earthquake. The strongest earthquake ever in Maine was 4.7, and that was in 2012. So I guess I don't know if they have some kind of plates underneath over there that cause these earthquakes, or if it's maybe some kind of drilling or something. Who knows? But yep, y'all had an earthquake today. I don't know if you felt it. Let us know if you guys did feel it. It's not huge news or anything. That's why it's kind of my last news topic of the day. But it's, like I said, a geological survey. Anything under 5.4 is considered minor. So no reported damage or injuries. Thank God for that. That being said, that is my earthquake news from the East Coast of the day. And let us move on and let us see what Jay is watching today. Movie of the day. What are you watching?
I was watching The Rock.
The Rock. Okay, we talked about that.
Yeah, man. I was watching The Rock, man.
The Rock, man. Okay, classic.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I was I drove around SF on the weekend and I saw a lot of the places in The Rock, and I was like, oh man, so I wanted to watch The Rock.
Damn. Well, that's
one of my favorites.
Yeah, that's the good thing about The Rock is they show all those areas, like they literally show all of San Francisco.
Yeah, everywhere. Because when he was in the Humvee running over everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes I want to do that in my Hummer, man. I want to go out there and just run everything over, but I'm more controlled than that. But yeah, this movie is one of the best, honestly.
Oh,
One
I
of the
know.
best movies.
I love that movie.
One of my favorites, man.
We talked about this on the previous episode, but I'm going to mention it again since we're on a different episode, and that is when
Which one?
we talked about it on the previous episode, The Rock.
Uh-huh.
You know, 'cause we've seen a movie by like I think you were watching a movie by Sean Connery, a different movie or something.
Probably,
But yeah, but it was funny because I remember when I was visiting my country, which is I'm from Poland.
Yeah.
I wanted to show my friends San Francisco, and that movie at the time was playing. So I literally paid to bring like two of my best friends out there to the movies with me, and I got to show them San Francisco by watching that movie, which is great.
Perfect. Everything is in this movie. Everything.
You got the action, so everything was in that movie. It was just like
movie. But you have like you said, everything showcased in SF is in that movie.
Exactly.
Literally.
Exactly.
It's pretty good.
I know.
One of my favorites.
R.I.P. to Sean Connery, man. He was,
he was one of my favorite actors, dude. Original James Bond, right there, bro.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
Let me ask you, out of 10, what would you rate the movie?
9, for sure, without a doubt.
And just for the people who haven't watched it, who are considering maybe watching it, can you just give us like a little summary of what the movie's about?
It's about a war vet, and he takes it very personal that the country doesn't want to give them proper burial, the soldiers who died. So he decides to take, with will, some nuclear missiles, and he threatens to shoot them so he basically goes to the Rock and takes over the Rock, which is Alcatraz. So he reopens the Rock by himself, and he threatens he's going to kill everyone in the San Francisco Bay Area with these missiles.
Wow.
And this stuff that's in the missiles, it spreads like that.
Yeah.
So it's a good one, man. That's a good one.
What is Nicolas Cage's part in all this?
He is actually he's a scientist.
He's a scientist. Okay.
Yes, he pretends he's counterterrorism. When he's talking to Sean Connery, but he's the actual scientist. Okay. He's the lab guy.
Who was Sean Connery in the movie?
So he was one of the only people. So he was SAS, I believe, operative, which is British.
Yeah,
British intelligence. But he was one of the only people to escape from the Rock.
Oh, okay.
So that's why he was recruited by the same people who threw him in jail. Uh-huh. We need your smarts because we have to get these people out of the Rock.
Oh, okay. I got you.
It's a good movie, man. Really good movie.
Definitely. Who would you say is the most important actor in that movie? Would it be Sean Connery or would it be Nicolas Cage? Since they're both in it, like pretty much main characters.
Both you can't have one without the other.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So I mean, their roles are both important in this movie. Very important.
And I know I always put you on the spot with this, but any favorite Sean Connery movies that like?
Too many, man. Too many, bro.
Yeah.
Like I said, you could pick any of the James Bonds. You could pick Indiana Jones because he was the father in it. You could pick Entrapment with Catherine Zeta-Jones.
That's my favorite one.
He's in so many damn movies that it's crazy to me. He's one of my favorite actors. He's in this movie, obviously, but he's in so many movies, man.
Definitely.
So,
he was there, and he wasn't the original James Bond though, right?
Yes, he was.
He was the original James Bond.
So that's what I mean. I could pick any of those movies because I watched a lot of the James Bonds, man. That was one of my favorite things growing up with James Bond. So,
right. Definitely.
Yeah.
And I would say Entrapment would definitely. The Entrapment and The Rock are like my two favorite movies from him because But I think a movie I always try to do a little bit of an underrated segment, and I think one of the underrated movies that he went. Not a lot of people might have seen this one, or you have, but you totally forgot about it. And I don't know if you've seen this one or not, but The Rising Sun with Wesley Snipes in it.
Oh, I love that movie. Are you joking me?
Right.
See, he plays the same role in that, though. Same role. He's using his head. Okay, I got to figure out how this murder occurred.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's a great movie. I didn't think that was underrated at all.
I
would have went with. No, I get what you mean. Like a lot of people probably didn't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would have gone with The Hunt for Red October.
That's a good one.
That's another good one. You know what I mean? So, but
he came out kind of like a mafia movie too, because in '87 he came out with the Untouchables.
yeah, and that's what I mean. So in that movie, another one, like I wouldn't call it underrated, but that was more Kevin Costner's film.
Yeah,
That's what I would say, you know. But that's a great movie as well. You know what I mean?
Definitely. And I guess he was also in Highlander, huh? He was in
yeah,
Highlander.
he was.
That's kind of cool.
He's been in a lot of good movies, man. That he's one of his career is definitely epic.
So his like the movie that he played like a pretty big role in before he passed, like we said, R.I.P. I would say it was his 2003 movie, which is the League of Extraordinary
Gentlemen. Yeah.
But then I don't know if a lot of people know about this, but he in 2012, right before he passed, he also he did a cartoon series called Sir Billy. I think it was like a British thing, and he was just like a voiceover. You didn't see his face, but it was a cartoon. It's called Sir Billy, and that was his last role in 2012.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't even know. Had no idea. I didn't even know that one.
Have you seen his movie Dragonheart in '96? That was kind of a cool movie too, kind of science.
I did not see. I did not see Dragonheart. I've heard of it.
You heard of it, right?
Yeah, for sure. I just never saw it.
Yeah, that's kind of like that Game of Thrones kind of movie, like the one that you.
No way. Is it?
Not really, but I'm saying there's like dragons in it and stuff,
Just because there's dragons doesn't mean it's Game of Thrones. Okay, calm down. All right. Game of Thrones, honestly, is one of the best series that ever came out. That's a fact. I'm not even lying to you when I say that.
No, I believe it.
That's a fact, dude. Have you seen Game of Thrones?
No, never seen it.
Oh my, you're crazy. It's it's probably the best series out there, without a doubt.
I literally like for me, it takes me because I don't watch a lot of TV, but when I do, I'm so like backtracked on my series that right now I'm literally about to finish Sopranos. I'm still on Sopranos, bro. Which I'm not like right now. I'm in this very great part of it, literally, where I'm like, oh wow, now my,
I'm going back.
Jesus. Yeah. But damn, that's a great show too. Like I never expected it
for
to
sure.
Be it is, so But yeah, shout out to Sopranos, man, and shout out to the main character who died as well. R.I.P. to him.
Yeah.
I forgot how do you say his name? It's because I can't say his last name. It's like Italian, but a lot of those guys, they had kind of ties to like mafia too. From what I understand, the Sopranos. So it's kind of cool. Who is your favorite actor in Sopranos? Did you have one? Like, who is your favorite? Like,
no, I'd have to look at exactly I haven't seen Sopranos in a long time, man. I'd have to look at the main cast and be like, okay, this is who I associated with the most.
Right. I understand.
It's been a minute.
I understand.
I haven't watched Sopranos in years. Jesus.
I really like Vinny, the dude that had like the gray right here, and then he had just like.
Oh yeah.
He's a cool dude because he don't take shit from nobody, bro. He'll let you know when he's fucking pissed. I'm kind of the same. All right, well, let's move on to our wealth segment and give you guys some cryptocurrency prices. What is going on cryptocurrency? Like we said, man, everything has just started going down because China's AI is taking over. So we need to see what is going on in these crypto.
Relax. Roller coaster stuff.
I know.
Nothing out of the ordinary.
I'm just trying to keep it intriguing here.
No. I'm saying like for the people, don't get emotional.
I understand.
Don't get emotional.
So the global crypto market cap right now is sitting at 3.47 trillion. We are down 0.18% over the last day. We have the Bitcoin dominance at 58%, and we have Ethereum, the largest altcoin, at 10.98%. So it's kind of just holding where it is. You got your fear and greed index. It's going back to neutral. We were a little bit at the greed. It looks like we're pretty much heading back into neutral because of all the sell-offs of the weekend, which means that people are either holding on or they're selling, panic selling. So there's more money flowing back into the markets, I would say, but like to the market makers, not to the actual coins. So there is probably a lot of liquidated positions because of that. Currently, Bitcoin, you are sitting at 102,381. You guys are up 1.43% in the last 24 hours. And Ethereum, you guys are up You guys are up 0.75% in the last 24 hours. You guys are at 3,192. So you guys are kind of studying kind of, you guys are steady right now. Let me just quick. It's kind of funny because I'm looking at both charts of Bitcoin and Ethereum, and they're literally did exactly the same thing. They both had a head and shoulders pattern, and every time there's a head and shoulders pattern, that means that there's going to be somewhat of a reversal. And right now, because when that head and shoulders pattern did happen, it was at like its pretty much lowest that it's been in a while. So now with this pattern, it looks like prices should reverse back upwards because of the as low as it got. So I'm hoping for that as well. Our top 5 trending coins, you got BTC as number 1. You got Float at number 2, which is up 81% in the last 24 hours. Ethereum trend is number 3 trending right now. You have XRP number 4 trending, which is at $3.01 right now, 0.96% up in the last 24 hours. And number 5, you got Sol, which is at 233, and it's down 0.84 in the last 24 hours. Your top 5 gainers of the day, that I would say, you got another new meme coin. It's called Official Baby Trump. That one, you guys are up 4,408% in the last 24 hours. Then you have number 2 coin, Crypto Jesus Trump. That is up 2,577% in the last 24 hours. Then number 3, which keeps coming up for us some way, somehow, is Wedgie, WEGI. You guys are up 1,667% in the last 24 hours. Number 4, you got Dojo, DOGO. You guys are up 1,557% in the last 24 hours. Number 5, you have Flaky. Flaky is up 1,385% in the last 24 hours. Let me see if there's any other notable coins that I can mention really quick that I kind of went over before. Trump with hat, 431% up in the last 24 hours. You got a new coin called Triumph of MAGA, which is up 460%. Besides that, it looks like that is pretty much all I'm going to say about these coins that are up. There's not any other ones that I'm really like too excited about to mention. So yeah, those are the ones, the top gainers. If you guys want me to do other things with crypto, I don't really do charts, but if you want me to get into it a little bit more later on, just let me know, in the comments, or later on when you watch the show, just let me know. But I just kind of I like to give you guys just a brief overview of what's kind of happening in these markets. Here on the Average Day Joe's channel, our motto is health, wealth, and happiness. So we kind of try to give you all the aspects of our show through those principles that we use. That being said, I want to get into what is going to happen in tomorrow's weather. Since we're doing this tonight, there's no sense of doing the weather today for you guys because you're not going to care. You're already sitting at home bundled up and watching either us or something else like the NBA or news or whatever. But so I will go over tomorrow's weather forecast with you guys and what to expect tomorrow in the weather. Let me pull up the screen for you guys really quick. There we go. So tomorrow, if you want to get away from the cold, it looks like everything's actually warming up in the United States for the most part, especially in the Midwest. You guys were in a pretty cold freeze. It looks like it might be some kind of front coming out of the Gulf of America that's bringing up some heat to you guys. So all the way from Texas to Rapid City, you guys are kind of warmed up right now. But your warmest temperature of tomorrow, this is all for tomorrow, your warmest temperature tomorrow will be Miami, which is sitting at 77 degrees, which will be tied with Brownsville, Texas, also at 77 degrees. But the difference is Miami will be sunny, as in Brownsville will have cloud cover. Your coldest temperature for tomorrow, you will be looking at, it looks like Maine, which is, it's called, I can't even read that, Caribou, Maine. You guys will be at 19 degrees tomorrow, so just bundle up out there. Tomorrow, if you're traveling, San Francisco, you will be at nice and mild 58. LA, San Diego, you will be at 60. Seattle, you guys will be at 45 degrees. Then you're going to have Vegas at 55 and Phoenix at 62. You got Denver tomorrow at 46 degrees, Salt Lake at 38. You're going to have Albuquerque at 56. Oklahoma City, you will be at 62 degrees tomorrow. Kansas City, pretty big fluctuation from Oklahoma City. You will be at 50 degrees tomorrow. You got International Falls, which has been pretty cold the last few days, pretty much the coldest in the whole United States. You will be at 37 tomorrow, which is a grief from some of you people who were in the cold. Chicago, Chi-Town, you will be at 45. Detroit, you're at 10 degrees cooler, which will be at 35. You got St. Louis, 52. Cincinnati, 45. Atlanta, 57. Florida definitely has warmed up. Tampa, you'll be at 71. As in Jacksonville, you'll be at 67. Charlotte, 60 degrees. Buffalo, you will be in the snow at 24 degrees. It will be snowing out there. And New York, you will be at a somewhat mild temperature of 42 degrees. When Boston, you guys will be at 36 degrees. That is the weather for you guys for tomorrow. So, yeah, hopefully if you guys are traveling and you see this, you will kind of know what to do with this information. That being said, let us move on and let us go over our astrology of the day of tomorrow. Tomorrow, we want to kind of direct you guys a little bit in our astrology segment and just kind of give you a brief little horoscope for each sign, for whatever sign you may be. So let us start off with the first zodiac of the house, which will be my sign, Aries. Aries, tomorrow you will be feeling bold and confident. You have to use that energy to tackle lingering tasks, but watch out for impulsive decisions, especially in relationships. I definitely can resonate with that because I am very impulsive when I decide on things, and sometimes I just do things without talking it over. And even if I do talk it over and my wife kind of does not go the way I go, I definitely still like to do my own thing sometimes. So this is good for me as well. Taurus, you may feel the need to slow down and reassess your financial goals. This is a great day for tomorrow will be a great day for grounding yourself and making practical plans for the future. Gemini, the twins, your social charm is heightened and conversations will flow easily. Networking opportunities may arise, so stay open to meeting new people. Cancer, tomorrow will be all about balance. Focus on self-care and finding harmony between your home and work life. A quiet evening will recharge you tomorrow. Leo, which is Jay's sign, your creativity will be on fire and you'll be ready to shine. You got to, excuse me, I have the hiccups. You got to use that energy to pursue passion projects or take the lead in a group setting. Anything comes to your mind about that?
Just everything I'm doing, man.
Yeah.
Everything I'm doing this second. It makes perfect sense because I'm locked in. I'm focused. You know, a lot of people try to take away your focus.
Yeah.
Don't let that happen. You know, stay locked into what you're going to do. You know your goals, execute every day.
Exactly.
People are always going to try and, you know, be those roadblocks, be like, boo, you know what I mean? Just boom.
Yeah.
Ignore it.
Very well said.
Exactly.
Then we got the Virgos. You may feel called to organize or declutter your space. Channel this productive energy into creating a sense of order in your surroundings.
Love it.
Then we got the Libras. Relationships take center stage tomorrow. Whether romantic or platonic, focus on meaningful conversations to strengthen bonds. Then we got our Scorpios. You're diving deep into your emotions tomorrow. Take time to reflect and trust your intuition. It may guide you toward clarity in the key area of life. Then we got Sagittarius. Shout out to my wife and pretty much all my family. Adventure is calling. Even if you can't travel, explore new ideas or hobbies. Your curiosity will lead you to exciting discoveries. Then we got our Capricorns. Tomorrow will be a great day for tackling goals and setting boundaries. Your practical mindset will help you make steady progress in both career and finances. Then we got our Aquarius. Your originality will be in full swing and you'll be craving freedom. Don't be afraid to break free from old routines and try something new. Last but not least, we got our Pisces. You'll be feeling introspective and imaginative. Take time tomorrow to meditate, journal, or daydream. It will be a perfect day to connect with your inner self. And that is our astrology of the day for tomorrow. So just in case you guys are into that and you guys have you need a little bit of direction, we're here to give that to you guys. So don't take this with, grain of salt. This is not your life. This is just a little way to kind of give direction to your life and a little bit of meaning. So that being said, we got our last but not least segment, and with us on Jay today. What is happening in our conspiracy theory of the day? What is it today?
I was just wanting to talk about the Baltic Sea anomaly.
Okay, that's where I'm from.
I don't know if you know. I don't know if you know what that is, but it's a like this big object that they found like between Sweden and Finland, and it looks like the Millennium Falcon from Star Wars.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's a trip. I was like, when I seen it, I saw this like a while back, and I was like, what is that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, yeah, so basically scientists till this day, they have no idea where the object, where it came from or anything. Like supposedly behind it, there's like a runway, and like, so it probably crashed, you know? But so they try to send a team down. They try to send a team down to explore this object, this big object, you know what I mean? And so when they had a team down there, it was emitting a strange electrical signal, and it jammed all their sonar. It literally jammed all the sonar, and it drained the battery in their satellite phones. So you couldn't do anything around this object.
Yeah.
So
it's kind of like you said, kind of like magnetic type.
Yes, object. Exactly. Pretty crazy, because obviously it's not from here. We know this. Like, this is common sense. It's not from here. Like, I would like to know where it's from. I wish I could see and be like, look, in the past with the time machine, where is this from? Because it looks cool, man. Like, it looks real. Like I said, if you've seen Star Wars, it's literally what Han Solo be flying. Exactly the same, like dead on. It's pretty crazy.
I want to show everybody a picture of the Millennium Falcon, like what it looks like.
You should. It's exact, and then show the Baltic Sea anomaly. It's exactly the same thing. It's a trip. It's like, where did this come from?
Okay, so this is what it would look like, guys. Just FYI for anybody who's wanting to know what it. Oh shoot! Hold on, I gotta stop sharing this one so I can show you guys that one. But this is basically what it will look like. If you guys don't know what the Millennium Falcon looks like, this is it right here for you guys to look at.
Exactly. Yeah. Just like that, and that's exactly what's in the Baltic Sea.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a trip. Yeah, it is crazy, man. It's like it tripped me out when I saw it. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess this was discovered in like 2011 by some like divers, right? They were looking for a ship.
Sounds about right. Well, I mean, look, you see that in the sea, like, oh my God,
Definitely. That's
I mean,
crazy.
the fact that you try to when they sent people down there and they tried to just analyze it, and everything was just like, nope, it's not going to happen. That's crazy. To me, that's like, okay, this is some next level technology. You know what I mean?
And I read a little bit about it too, and they were trying to say that it looks also like some kind of anti-submarine device from World War II as well. But
somewhat
that could be just what they're saying to kind of
to try to cover it up.
Yeah, to cover it up.
Yeah, right.
Because like you said, if it's jamming their like radars and all this stuff, then there's definitely something there that's like nothing else would really be able to do that. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Existence today, so that's
they need to, what they're trying to do is when they were trying to research it, they just need the technology from it. That's all.
Exactly.
So you know what I mean?
Well,
that thing's a trip though, man.
So where I'm from, I'm from a city called Gdynia in Poland, and we're actually we lie on the Baltic Sea.
Oh wow!
And I swam in the Baltic Sea, and it's just crazy now that you mentioned that, to know that I'm swimming in something that what I mean.
You need to see it. You need to go see it.
Crazy to be like go see that, but it's like 300 feet deep. So
no, I know. You would have to have the gear.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of crazy because I've spoken to many Polish people, and nobody has ever mentioned anything like that in the Baltic before. So
really? Yeah. Oh wow, that's something right there, man. And that, like I said, I'm fascinated with stuff like that you don't know, like people don't have an explanation where it came from.
Yeah, definitely.
So that fascinates me, that type of stuff, man.
Right. All right. Well, that is our show for the day. We pretty much gave you our health, wealth, and happiness segments of the day to let you guys know what is going on in trending news. We gave you the weather. We gave you our crypto news. We gave you some astrology and our conspiracy of the day. Jay, any final words for the audience, for the Average Day Joe's community?
Stay focused. Stay focused, stay blessed, health, wealth, and happiness like we always preach. But stay locked in.
Definitely. Just in case you guys missed it over the weekend, we did have a Chef with Jeff episode, like a short. So if you guys want to go to YouTube or go to any of our other platforms, you guys can check out what Jay prepped for his meal on Saturday. Some good looking barbecue. I'll tell you guys that much.
Saturday, Sunday.
On Sunday, I did my date with Kate.
Yeah.
I'm not going to reveal where I was, but if you check out the video, you guys will know where I was, because I do mention it, or my wife actually mentions it, where we were. It was pretty cool. You seen what I posted, right?
Yeah, I did.
Did you go to that? I mean, it was in your city.
I know. I did not go to it.
Okay. we'll let the audience, we'll let the Average Day Joe's community, see where we were and what we cooked on the weekend.
Exactly.
So yeah,
you know me, bro. I'm a late night guy. I'm a nighttime guy.
Exactly. So yeah, just check out those. We also have workout videos that we post every day, because me and Jay, we do go to the gym. So today we have chest day. We will be posting some of those videos later on at nighttime or tomorrow for you guys. Please hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't already. Please share this with your family. And one last thing, I just want to let you know, tomorrow I will be doing a weigh-in. I am currently on a 44-day fast. I'm on day 21. I started on the 7th of this month, which is January. Still feeling good. I basically just drink water, and I'm taking that one herb for just to keep myself alive, because if you go past like 30 days, your body will start shutting down if you're not taking some essential minerals that your body needs. So for me, the minerals I get is from an herb that I use. So if you guys want to know which herb that is, I will let you guys know. Just ask me. That being said, tomorrow I will show you my weight and how much I am down within the last 21 days. I started off at like 245. So yeah, tune in tomorrow and I will let you know where I'm at. Stay blessed. Like Jay said, health, wealth, and happiness. We love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. And we will see you back here tomorrow at 6 p.m. And that is Pacific Standard Time. Peace out, you guys.